everyone, GirlMeetsPixels here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm bringing you guys just a really random, quick little video, and it's just me renovating one of my current household's backyards. So I was actually playing Jack Hammond's Family on a live stream the other day, and I realized that Jeanette, Jack's wife, had the want or the wish to renovate or do 10,000 simoleons of renovations or something weird like that for her midlife crisis. And I was like, you know what? That's actually a pretty good midlife crisis that want to have. So sure, we'll do that. We'll just go and revamp the backyard because their backyard was tiny, as you could see in the beginning. It was just really tiny. The pool was super weird. It was like in a corner and the use of space was just really poor. So I decided to go in and revamp it, make the pool bigger and actually usable. And I added some really cool features to it. So this is just my video of that. It's really quick, just a really short video. But yeah, I was really happy with how it turned out. And you guys will see once I recolor everything in the photos at the very end, you guys will see like it was a big transformation from what it was. Like, oh, it was a big transformation, like huge. So I knew that I wanted to add in like a little grilling area because Jeanette is a chef, and so I know that she likes to cook a lot. So in the summertime and even part of the springtime, I think it'd be really great for them to come out here, have some little backyard barbecues, invite some friends over, and just have the kids play in the pool and the dogs all running around in the yard. Like there's just so much more for them to do. And I added this really cute pergola, I think is what I would call it, above the sitting area and the cooking area. So it kind of separates it off a little bit, gives a little bit of shade, but also just adds a really nice touch instead of everything being out in the open. And I don't know, it's custom content. I'm not exactly sure where I got it from. It just kind of showed up in my buy mode catalog. I have no clue how it got in my game. I don't even, like I said, I don't even know where it's from, but it's really cute. I really like it, and I was able to place it anywhere. So I was able to just move objects on and then hold Alt, and I could place it anywhere, which was super nice. So I really love that. And then I went in and changed the little stonework. I originally wanted it to match the rest of the stonework on the rest of the house, but then I figured I didn't really like the stone that I had. So I decided to go in and put in a different stone, and then I actually go and change up the rest of the stone for the rest of the house using the stone that we use in the backyard here. And then what's really cool is I go in a few seconds and I go in and add like a little shower area. And I thought that was a really cool idea. I was like, oh, that's perfect. So after they get out of the swimming pool, they can go and wash off and get the chlorine off them or whatever. I don't know. It's a very realistic touch. Of course, your Sims don't have to do that, but an outdoor shower is just pretty cool. So I think it's awesome. So I added like little kind of privacy walls, but I mean they'll be in their swimsuits anyway, so it's not a big deal. And then I added a light above it, and this is actually when I go in and add in all the lighting, because I was like, oh wait, how are they going to see at night if there's like no lights? And so I was like, okay, let's go in and light this place up. And I thought it turned out really cool. On the pergola, I used the Bohemian Garden set lights and hung those up. I had the worst difficulty and actually cut out a lot of it. But the pool would not allow me to place the lights onto the pergola. And so eventually what I had to do, because I messed around with it forever, I just shifted the pool down by 1. So I made the yard, I had to bump out the fence by 1 right there. You guys see me doing it. I moved everything by 1 so that I could fit that light on there and then also make the pool still a decent size. So that was kind of annoying. It took me, I think, like 30 minutes just to try to figure that out. It was so annoying. It was so frustrating, but thankfully I get it figured out and everything. And then I was unsure what to do on this side of the pool. It's a really, really tiny area. I wanted to maybe put lounge chairs, but there's just not enough room. I didn't want to expand the fence again. And also I wanted to add some privacy in there because this is like their pool and backyard area, but right behind their house is like this community park. And so I really wanted to give them privacy so that if they want to go skinny dipping or something like that, that it's not going to be weird for like all their neighbors to see. So there is some like really nice big trees on the one side of the fence right there on the right side, or the left side now. And then I went on Pinterest and I was like, backyard pools, privacy or something like that. And Pinterest showed me this really cool pool that has like this kind of retaining wall alongside of it. And then there was like bamboo all in the back to give privacy. So I just like, oh, that's really cool. That's like an awesome idea. So I went in and tried to do that, and I changed up the wall a couple times. I started out with this hedge, and it was too green. It just didn't fit the theme. Eventually I just ended up going with a wall. And then I tried out the bamboo first, but it was just way too tall of bamboo to even work with this yard, because it is a small yard. So I have to keep that in mind with the plants and everything, that we need to still keep it smaller and everything. So I actually ended up going with, I'm pretty sure I go up with these trees, and they're like the perfect size. They give a little bit of privacy, and I don't know, they're just like the right size, the right color, just the right everything. And it kind of gives like a little bit of a European vibe. They remind me of trees like in France and Italy. And Jack and Jeanette had honeymooned in France, and so their style in their house is very reflective of that French style, because they're very into that kind of culture. So I was like, oh, these trees fit perfectly. They totally go with like the theme and everything. But for the rest of the backyard, I actually keep it pretty neutral. It's not too modern, but not too like rustic, I guess. And it's not too, it doesn't, to be quite honest, it doesn't have too much personality to it. It's very neutral with the color scheme that I went. It has very grays and browns that are very just neutral, like I said. And I don't know, I did that because I felt like it just looked better with the house. If I did lots of pops of color and everything on the exterior of the house, it just really wouldn't go. So I decided to go with a more neutral theme, just kind of keep everything very just monochrome, I guess is probably the best word to say. But here I am. I connected the retaining wall to the little fountain waterfall thing, and I really thought that it looked cool. I thought it looked really cool. So I was really happy with this retaining wall, and plus with this half wall, I was able to recolor it. I could make it however the heck I wanted it to be, and the color and pattern and texture that we go with actually ends up being the color in the pool. So the pool walls are the exact same color as this wall, which I really liked how that turned out. It makes it just all look very like together, and like it's very custom looking, very upscale, very nice. So even though it's a very simple backyard transformation, I still think it has a lot of personality to it, in the fact that everything just looks very fancy and very nice, which Jack and Jeanette is totally, that's their style. They like very nice, fancy things. So I don't know, I just felt like it fit them really well. Anyways, so the pictures are coming up soon. We're towards the end of this video, but I had a lot of fun doing this. I thought it was just a really random video to do for you guys, get something posted at least. But yeah, anyways, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And also, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to click that button down below. And I will see you all in my very next video. Bye, guys.